This Transmissions Trips to the Store video has been brought to you with the help of listeners like you. Without Patreon support, Transmissions would not be the show it is today. You can sign up for Patreon at www.transmissionspodcast.com/support.
Welcome to the Transmissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the awesome Transformer stuff we got this week. This video is part of our regular Transmissions podcast. You can check us out at our website, transmissionspodcast.com. We do 2 shows every week. Transmissions, the main show, every Wednesday is all about Transformers toys, and Trips to the Store is a part of that. So if you're watching this, I hope you're listening to that podcast. And then every Friday is Transmissions Alt Mode, which is all about Transformers comics and media. This week we don't have a new comic to review, so Jeremy is going to review the first 2 episodes of Beast Wars. It's a classic TV review.
We are forcing Darryl to finally watch it.
So look forward to that in 2 days. As always, we thank our Donatreons, the people who give us money on Patreon and PayPal that keep this show running. We really appreciate your support. And if you would like to join the ranks of those Donatreons, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. And that's how you can find all the links to sign up. Also, another way to help us out is to buy some merchandise from our store at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. And there you can get some merchandise, some t-shirts, all from TeePublic. And if you buy anything from TeePublic through our link, we get a little bonus. So that helps us out. So let's get into what we got this week. And I'm going to go first because I don't have a whole lot of stuff. So I picked up 2 comics. These are Transformers number 3. I got the Anna Malkova one, and I got the Guido Guidi retailer incentive. So my comic shop has started ordering more Transformers comics with the new series. So hopefully that continues and I can start getting more variants. So
you didn't get cover A? You didn't pull a Shelton?
I did not pull a Shelton. So I am officially swearing off pulling a Shelton. I think I've said that several times already. It's too expensive.
Yes, but it keeps your comic book store getting RIs.
No, it needs to be more than me just doing it.
It doesn't have to.
I have to buy 30 copies to get RIs at my store all the time.
1 to 10. So.
Yeah, it's just 10. You just have to buy 10.
Oh, just 10. Oh, okay, just 10.
And then you have to buy the RI.
Sure. Which they mark up, so yeah. All right. I also finally picked up the Bumblebee movie, not Bumblebee, Bumblebee, Bumblebee movie on not on Blu-ray, on 4K Ultra plus Blu-ray plus digital. That did come with the Sector 7 comic. That's terrible. I agree with everyone else's assessment that this is a terrible comic. Soundwave talks way too much in this comic, and the dialogue is pretty bad. So, yeah, and it features Agent Simmons, which is kind of a weird choice.
Well, because he was in the movie.
Yeah, but
I didn't have a problem with that part. Everything else.
Yeah. But the Bumblebee movie is good. I popped it in today to watch those first opening minutes of Cybertron. That's a really cool scene. It looks beautiful in 4K. So great. This is not Transformers, but I also picked up Into the Spider-Verse because that's also a great movie from last year. I had a gift card at Best Buy, so I went got a couple movies.
How dare you bring up?
And this is also 4K. But everyone loves Spider-Man.
Show off your 4K TV.
I finally have 4K content I can watch on my 4K TV. So that's nice.
Yeah, I was happy. The digital copy of Bumblebee, when I redeemed it, like on Apple, upgrades it to 4K. So
cool. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got this week. So, Darryl, we move on to you. What do you got?
What? I'm not last. I mind the big window, Jeremy.
You are.
I'm not prepared for going second here.
Yeah.
I did get
Even
a
though we
comic.
talked about it before the show started.
I did get a comic. This is the A cover. This is the one that I liked. This is the homage to the Lord of the Rings. I'm assuming it very much looks like it. So, yeah, I like this cover. It looks good. It's the Nick Roche cover, and I believe it's Josh Bertram that does the coloring. I also got a G1 figure. This is one that I was missing. This is, as according to G1 naming, this is Frenzy. But it's the red one. So call him whichever you want. He's in really good condition and kind of completes my G1 Decepticon tapes, except for Ratbat. So I kind of need Ratbat. Let me know if you have a Ratbat. The only other thing that I wanted to show off, this is what I had last week, kind of. But now he's together. This is the Abominus kit from Transform Dreamwave. I put him together. He's got a lot of things to work with. A lot of work went into putting him together. He's not easy. But this is the only way that he'll go together if you use all the pieces. So you need to have Sinner Twin and what's his name, Cutthroat at the bottom, and then the arms can be the other two, Ripper, Snapper, and Blot. And these shin pieces here, they come off really, really easily, like really easily. They just kind of slide into place. So I'll put that back on later. And one of the biggest problems with it was the kneecap piece. Why you have to have Sinner Twin and Cutthroat as legs is because this kneecap piece will not go on to these figures because they have the head piece here on the top. It kind of overlaps, and when you try to put the kneecap piece on, it just doesn't go. But I really like this guy. I would have really liked it if they had upgraded also some like ratchets in him, because it adds a lot of beef to Hun-Grrr as well. He makes him really heavy, and he can collapse under his own weight now. It's definitely one of those figures that could have helped with some other pieces. The feet here are really quite flimsy, so there is no ratchet in this side ankle tilt, and he will collapse under that as well. But he looks fantastic, and if I can just keep him standing, I'll be very happy. But other than that, it's not bad. Is it worth the $50 I paid for it? I don't know. It's quite expensive, but I think he's really cool looking now. So up to anyone else if it's personal preference, but it's definitely a cool set if you want to get into something that's a little bit of work. And you might have to shave down the pegs on the arms or the feet, because some of them are a little too big to get into the holes on the figure. But yeah, that's the only other thing that I wanted to show off this week. He's a big mamma jamma now, and I'm gonna keep him probably in this mode as long as I can find a place that he'll stand.
Just have him like leaning, like using another bot as something to lean on.
Yeah, that's likely what I'll do.
All right. Jeremy, you're back again this week. So what were you up to last week?
I was in a galaxy far, far away called Chicago. Let me get the big the main Transformer thing out of the way. I got the same comic Darryl got, so not gonna say anything anymore. I was at Star Wars Celebration, and I got a nice hat because I was at these Rise of Skywalker Episode 9 panel, and I neglected to bring back the Happy Meal box they gave me. They gave out these stocking caps and free Happy Meal boxes that did have a hamburger and fries in it, which when you're there waiting for a couple hours with a 4-year-old, it's a great thing to have. But I forgot the Happy Meal box. But I got some pins. I met up with the people from the Cantina cast and Earglue Media. One of the guys on there, Jonesy, is a Donatreon for our show, so it's nice spending some time with them. And I found some Transformer stuff. I did take a picture of some very overpriced statues, like Transformer statues, but they're overpriced wherever you get them. It wasn't just the convention. I also, since I'm talking about the convention here, I'll say I did meet up also with James Reyes, who's a Transformers artist. Talked with him for a while. He is doing some project he couldn't really tell me about, but he interviewed me for it, so that was pretty cool. So I'm sure whenever it comes out, I'll have more information then. But I got a mystery box. Stylin' Online was there, and they have mystery boxes for everything. I got a Decepticon mystery box. The box itself is deceptive because there was this spacer in it.
Oh.
So
Burnt.
I was like, I'm getting a huge box, and no. But it has some cool stuff. I got, this is a business card holder that is Marvel Comics. Oh, the number is marked off, but Charles, what is it?
Devastator. I think it's number
That's,
10, isn't it?
Yeah, it's issue 10.
Okay, cool. And
Boom!
yeah, so
Good job, Darryl.
Yeah, so
That's a win. That's a win for me.
I've got full of my podcast cards that just fell out. So that's
When you
cool.
showed that on Twitter, you had your podcast cards in it already. I thought you got something that had your cards in it given to you. I'm like, how the hell did that happen?
It was a custom job.
Yeah.
It came with a wallet with Shockwave on it. It's cool. My wallet was breaking apart, so it was great. This is all from the company Buckle Down. Just have licensed stuff. A seatbelt keychain, so it's like it looks like a seatbelt. Decepticon keychain. A lanyard, which fine. I have much better lanyard. It says Transmissions podcast on it. And a belt, Decepticon belt. So I think that's it. So, I mean, I think I paid $50 for it. I'd say that's probably $50 worth of stuff. Kind of wished, I mean, I knew I wasn't going to get a figure, but kind of wished there would be something more than like a belt and wallet and stuff. But these mystery boxes are fun. I'm starting to get into them.
Merchandise is merchandise.
Yeah.
Right?
So that was great. I don't think I'll be able to go to Celebration in Anaheim next year, but it was a lot of fun. Dwarfed any Transformers convention I've ever been to in size.
What? Star Wars more popular than Transformers?
It was bigger than C2E2. And, like it was at the same complex, different building, but I think I heard it was like 70,000 people over 5 days. So
Wow.
And I should just show this. This series, when it comes out, Mandalorian, this is going to be one badass series. It is going to be amazing. So
Looks like we're subscribing to Disney Plus.
$7 a
What's
month. How can you not?
What's a DeLorean? Is it a time traveler?
Listen to the Basement Podcast. You'll figure it out.
Is it a man with a car?
Yes. Anyway, that's it.
Come on, Darryl.
That's it, Charles.
Darryl is not a Star Wars noob. He's watched the movies.
I know. This is
One man.
This is a show.
One
produced-
DeLorean.
This is a show.
He's the
produced,
Mandalorian.
This is a show produced by Jon Favreau. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. He kicked off the Marvel universe, Darryl.
Yeah.
Cinematic universe.
I know that.
Happy
Yes.
Hogan.
Yeah, I know. Star Wars universe does not need to be kicked off. Been kicked off.
Anyway,
it's
we're not
it's a
Star Wars-
perpetual motion machine now.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're not a Star Wars show, so.
You brought it up, Jeremy. You opened the door.
Hmm. Now deal with me.
All right. Well, I think that's all our Transformers merchandise for this week. Thanks everyone for watching Trips to the Store. Again, thank you to our Donatreons for continuing to keep the show going. And if you would like to join those ranks, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. If you would like to leave us feedback, go to transmissionspodcast.com/feedback. That's where you can leave us a voicemail. You can leave us emails. You can contact us on social media. Lots of ways to get in touch. You can just post a comment on the episode threads. Lots of ways to get in touch. So we look forward to hearing back from you. You can even leave a comment in this video right down below in the comment section. It's very easy. All right. We will see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.